fole ko roads and bridges kabrata be mansa kunda kuna la time wala wo sotota iyo wala foja adu wo mu tonyale Gambia roads they call China roads and bridges during his tenure as vice president le iyo be but namanke vice president nu atawo nola Adam Barrow ka fen fen bi president wala mati wo mandate de babul mo la de passol wala babul wala na kawono Flanyon, Adam Barrow, a salary soto. Adam Barrow is 500,000 salary that he which yearly. Because $500,000 salary. Hana Simon same maji ever. Adum political party lebe Adam Barrow bulu. Funny Nata is a state-sponsored political party. But now man go alko mansa kundala butu do buka dun NPP. Asala o 500,000 salary. Hana buka somebody bigo ala depaso ala dindingola health and atala health and aka something is paid by the state tax free. 500,000 by 12 months is 6 million a year. Adam Barrow, man 10 years ke mansa kunda follow. Adunin 500,000 alaran ko 1.5 year ago parliament ya ratified through Kanat. It was not 500, it was 250. So you mean 50 million men from Al-Cabo. Adam wa obondi minto. When you want us to say accountability, Nimol la palaso be able wato le kela ko kisi 50 million natara alkanyim memfo comme dindingo le kulu security sector reform is linked to Adam Barrow. Go this businessman in this country hani drifting be example otal melka drifting kembe doka ni ajube ila mol me ye muta ye samba ko many of them are key businessmen in this country dingol the ringleader of that drifter mo be alone wole mu armanti minus men ganati ja dingol Ika trans. What Armante minus mu businessman balti Adam Barrow ni wolle be do kola. If they sponsor your political party, they give you money. It will take someone into any court ye kitindi. So atol ko kulure yo men for what easy nola. Mo kumala permanent secretary ni mol mele ala ko be malta kunda pala soldo. Mel nyanta mol la loi implementa. Wolle dingol be o dristal court. Selective justice. Kumba bu am day akuma bu amun day. Eta kamen for tonyala usenu dar meya ne fo wonyanta ko ndiro keleba almo condemn yalo ndiro onka fole is in all political parties because different political animals in different political parties you cannot control it 100% but you should not perpetuate it by supporting orders and denying orders ni mo dol ko tembi Adam Barrow salam alaikum malam sala ka for democracy with democracy be banku jumala ka atol be min tole Bori ture kunun ko jang. And giving call, Mama Jabi found one example. Woka incitement of violence men in Mbakoko Nyawury in a mark human the senior killing ka caution ka person. Nimol diamta the political party, especially UDP Kumandi, including a luminary male of former senior magistrate Lamadi. He has served the Gambia government in many capacities and he was one of the oldest members of the bar. That is Bori Ture. Yeah, Kumandi are detained for 2 days because of I am Memphis. Yo, Jubi, and Mama coming for almost sound in Banco to Mama question. I'll have a mole Democrats. I'll go democracy for Adam Barrow didn't give it to us. Talibo, you didn't give it to us. Adam has 1 vote. We have 1 vote. And in 2016, remember, many of people who are talking about democracy today were perpetuating a dictator. They were a dictatorial intention. For Bilal Alonco democracy, for Bilal Alonco democracy, wo mo bute wo mo ntolle mal la fala. Gambeno le kato fight against that. That was a rejection of that type of government. Wando maya jamme kong kato mu ya jamme maya jamme kong because atelem president na ya jamme konne because aka manyal minga nanta mandri bulunyal mel babul say natol ko lo wampetia la he follow adama mendi wolen constitution ta our default la 100% because of mansaya siro dum dala Adam Barrow bina wato minna sanji saba fon akato kala ask the people who were there in the formulation aka 2 years left for not 3 years more like I extend to 3 years pour in case so I tata was 5 years you went 10 years you going 15 you want 20 atolka bank call men for tima in the west you have something they call the minimum wage level every hour. That is the second cap that you cannot pay any worker less than that. In the Western world, Gambia Sajinon is left on a major salary in the army. One of the minister of fuel coupono, Lekasia wala salary 10 times. Alkafo la development, Alkafo la Yiriwa, Alkafo la Nyatota, Alkafo la Fansoto, United States of America, New York State, $10 or $8 per hour minimum wage. No more 10 hours doku in the day with $10. That's how much? $100. $100 exchange rate in Gambia nothing less than $7,600. No more loku kono aba fanna bilo jola United States. Ayala gas jo ay kodo ki na mole da wala na remittance so lier su suja be ragle bi. Momo be so wuli la iPhone 16 ning 18 Pro Max ning 17 Pro Max be wul ila mole be tubabu du 24 years. In Gambia here you can't afford it. You can't, because when this sergeant in the army takes home less than $4,000 in net salary, bunjo we expect baroko nana ta as atamunu agent told bunjo be injela nyimbanko kan. Sign double Roman palo in Gambia is $8,000. Tell me which civil servant below the rank of a director can afford that with your salary? Yes, it's money bondi, you didn't go karandi, you muru na paso jo katela do kudla. Niman involved in corruption. Corruption is state captured in this country. I'm disappointed. If people me la ko ka president sembentu ya, iko to ka president wala fasa, e ka fo mole ko. Audit report wo mudiam cancel the UDP la own audit report. I'm disappointed. Wondo mansakunda manya na function la mansakunda la tundolem audit office is created by an act of parliament. It is paid, and the party responsible for that auditing is always appointed by the president. President munana mo sita bondi munana odiamo be ketajan. Not a president has not respect for auditing. Atolka for auditing UDP audit led. Bi hanemem balante ela muso balante la sogono UDP ko latina balante. By the audit report being formed by a government agency, Atolka for mu UDP pay quality. That is disappointment. And one thing you cannot validate in this country. Ntolu mafoko na Adama Baro Kong because atomu Adamalde. Tarambulol membijen comment of physical discipline. Wale na fuloka dumol bulika depa same ni banko kan anin sirol manta. Sane balanga ya fujane. There is a Gambia Public Procurement Act me along for more money than Mansa Kunda Palato, without having 3 quotations, proper documentation before due execution and payment of those quotations. The Molka deliberately to steal from the Gambian people. They fool us by cooking up. Imagine a state minister, me along for finance minister, atole bilo benjo kabrin February, central bank ya pre-finance, ite mutayo incorporate budget on just to steal. Who cannot say that is not stealing? Car power. How many $1 billion is? You could have said simply, we were taking a loan facility from the central bank. It was pre-financed. This amount is incorporated in the budget. It will slowly go back to the central bank. That's factual. What you're telling us is not paid. We need to settle when you have already paid it. So when that amount was paid, Nata Jota no molma whistle blow ke kafoko sokis embassy and yin for molta service embassy ko verify wo kodo bita juman la poso ko Gambia ko wolem development. Hey, economic migration le benyim banko ka na funding jol be fala on high seas. It's not because fasilote wala tato focus forward ji but wol kata amuna la back we mo bail after moto nyimma borin le lafta ka bunkendo lo. And what you, I'll let 90% of those people migrating for Bagwe Katuje, police officers, teachers, people who are in the civil service. If you have a well-paid civil service, may Alonko here are well promoted and protected. Why should they go for economic migration? Economic migration, in Bangkok, and my sisters and my brothers. Let's say what is wrong and what is right.
Thank you. I'm watching. I'm watching.